don't have enough space for that.
Para crecer espiritualmente. Puedes creerlo. Tal vez debería cambiar este rastrillo por una pala y un lápiz y empezar a buscar.
Se va a pegar a la olla, hombre.
¿Vino a la misión en busca de salvación o de sus secretos?
I'm not sure. A little of both, maybe.
Esperar a que la vida se desarrolle delante de ti es un lujo de los jóvenes. Antes era así. Me dejaba llevar.
Is that how you came here?
De cierto modo. ¿Me permite darle un consejo? Tome una decisión. No se limite a aceptar lo que le toque. No me entrometo más. ¿Le gustaría comerciar algo? Seguro estará satisfecha. Es un buen trato para ambas. Buen trato. Es un buen trato para ambas. Seguro estará satisfecha. Buen trato. Seguro estará satisfecha. Es un buen trato para ambas. Seguro estará satisfecha. Regrese pronto, señorita.
¿Cuándo terminará Juan de Camilo? Ya conoces a Juan. Primero la siesta y después el trabajo.
Es peligroso, hermano.
Es una hora más oscura.
Merece un castigo.
Te lo aseguro.
Nos vamos. ¿Esperar a que otro temblor la arregle? Podría funcionar. ¿Y tú podrías? ¿Es lo que dices? Solo digo que si trabajaras en las reparaciones la mitad del tiempo que te la pasas buscando pretextos, este lugar ya estaría listo.
¿Y qué quieres que haga? ¿Que cabe todo el camino?
No es buena idea. ¿Dónde se guardan las palas?
Feels like a mausoleum.
Means we're on the right track, right? Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
These notes were written by the founder of the Second City. They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
The door closed and a silence settled, so great and so vast I held my breath for fear of breaking it.
Lopez turned to me, his eyes wild, a smile screwed across his face. He came toward me, arms outstretched, and for a moment fear flickered across my heart. But he pulled me close, his fingers digging into my shoulders. "I found it," he whispered in my ear, and releasing me, he wandered through this room, walls of pure jade reaching up to the heavens, completely covered in intricate etched mosaics and carved figures. I followed at a distance as he approached an altar, and watched as he lifted a silver box from it.
This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century.
The others are worried that Brothers de la Cruz and Serrano will not return. I have so far maintained they will, that they always have. But in my heart I am beginning to believe we have seen the last of them, and that grief weighs heavily. We will continue their work. Either they will return to find we have not forgotten the teachings, or they will look down on us from above and bless our continued labors.
December 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We traveled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration. Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him, so I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces.
Brother de la Cruz appeared one day, emerging from the jungle, breathing new life into the mission. There were just the three of us when he arrived, and Sister Dorotea had been ill for many weeks. He and his associate began to work that first day. By the next week, de la Cruz had recruited a workforce of 36. They have prepared the bell tower and worked the fields, planting crops. Brother de la Cruz aims to make us self-sufficient. We'd spent so long alone out here, I'd worried we'd lose God's ear. Lo and behold, we not only had his ear, but he sent another to act as his hands as well.
Stone faces weep as Jesus creeps along the dolorous path. Too many died, More will still, and more will still, and more will still. His light leads the way. This roughly drawn sketch shows St. John repelling a demon attack. Perhaps they plan to have this as one of the frescoes in the mission. December 16th, 1603. Lopez woke me, having already prepared a Spartan breakfast. "This is where we were meant to be," he said, a cold determination in his voice, so very different from how he acted just the day before. I finished my meal as he spoke of holy retribution, how he had acted in error, but now God had put his hands on his shoulders and shown him the path to walk. "We will spread the true word of God from this small mission," he said, pointing to an adobe building just beyond the stone faces. "We will prepare the path for the chosen one to follow, for only he who does will be worthy of this box." John, son of Zebedee, one of Jesus' apostles, also called the beloved disciple. He and his brother James were known for their impetuousness and temper, which prompted Christ to start calling them Boanerges, sons of thunder. John is credited with writing 5 books of the New Testament, the Gospel of John, the 3 epistles of John, and the Book of Revelation. He's the patron saint of love and loyalty, as well as writers, publishers, and scholars. One of his symbols is a serpent in a cup, which is linked to his patronage of victims of poisoning and burns. Jonah! This book describes a stranger's arrival at the mission. He founded the Sect of Seven. Maybe that was Lopez.
Like on the pamphlet. We must be getting close. We should keep looking.
A heron and an eclipse. Under his wings you may seek refuge. Under his wings. The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Jonah, those 2 Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge.
What does it mean?
That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse. There's a whole mural under here. la Cruz, the true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are the stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
All right. Let's see if we can find a cross lying around here somewhere. When we find the box, how do we get the key back from Dominguez?
We'll find a way.
Found something?
Yeah. Jesus takes up the cross. Help me lift this.
That actually worked.
Looks like a long way down. Let's see where this leads. Station 2. Jesus falls the first time.
There's an inscription here. Ambulate dum lucem habitis.
Walk while you have the light. I'll need to move the cart to direct the light beam to the door.
I wouldn't want to be buried in here. My head tossing behind a cross somewhere.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you,
Sounds like a hint.
or a threat.
This looks like the Virgin Mary.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
The mirror looks dusty. I'll give you a boost. Work. The light leads this way. What happened to these people?
Looks like the light activated something.
Lara! Are you alright? You're lucky it was a little rusted.
This must be Station 4.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at these frescoes. I'll need to direct the light beam towards the fresco of Veronica. Look, someone else got close. He wasn't as lucky. There's a woman in this one.
These people look like they were tortured.
this was just a crypt. I'll get it.
Station 5. Jesus falls the second time. Lara, is that what I think it is?
The Stations of the Cross again.
But with mummies. Isn't this sacrilegious?
Not necessarily. They could have been paying the ultimate homage.
Or they were just sick?
This must be Station 6. I'll need to direct the left
Looks like
light
the
beam
church.
toward the crucifixion
These ones are
scene.
posed like monks.
Uh-huh. I'll need to direct the left light beam toward the crucifixion scene.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from the pamphlet. This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
Strange there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Let's do this.
I'll need to direct the left light beam toward the crucifixion scene. I'll need to direct the left light beam toward the crucifixion scene. I'll need to push that bar. What's the first step of the crucifixion?
Not sure. Maybe it's the pamphlet.
Then the Romans drive in the nails. I'll need to direct the left light beam toward the scene of Jesus being nailed to the cross. I'll need to direct the left light beam toward the scene of Jesus being nailed to the cross. I'll need to direct the left light beam toward the scene of Jesus being nailed to the cross.
What the hell happened here?
Lopez had his disciple wall him in, and then... bang.
No witnesses.
The box of Isha. Only the hands of the Righteous One may seize destiny from mine.
I guess it's you then.
He led us on his goose chase. He sabotaged every clue.
All to keep this box from Trinity.
And the people of Paititi. He was totally consumed by it.